What's up, everybody? I'm Spectre Crumbl, or I usually just go by Crumbl. If you guys are new here, welcome. I get a lot of questions for DeadPoly over YouTube, and I just kind of want to do some how-to videos to really help people. Of course, by all means, I'm always more than happy to answer questions if possible, if I know that answer. But otherwise, I want to make these videos to help people, or if you have any additional info for things that I might have missed. So some of the first things that we're just going to kind of go over is making a character and choosing a map. I've noticed that a lot of people say, well, I don't see the city that you see, or I don't see this, or I don't see that. So we'll just kind of go over. I'm going to make a new character. This is my other character already, which is Vector, which is the one that I have. But we are going to create a new character. So it's pretty simple. You have just your character, your body, your height, whatever have you. Left, right, center is just how you move around the character. In this case, I'm going to call this character the how to and Crumbl, because I thought it was kind of funny. Your body is just a male, female type body. Your head, here, let's take off our facial hair, for instance. Your head changes. These are all presets. All right, so before, if you guys are coming over from Legacy didn't have presets, but Build does. So kind of nice. But you know what, let's go ahead, let's grab a male body. I haven't played with a male body on this, but I figured, you know, our how to Crumbl might as well. And then your skin color, there's lots of skin colors that you can do. I mean, you can be a ghost basically, which, you know what, I kind of want to do. I kind of want to do that for our character. Hairstyles, there are actually quite a bit of hairstyles, and you can see them all from this way. If you want to, it looks again on the front, you can go back to center, or like, let's say if you're right, you want to go back to center, you can also hit left. It'll just, you know, keep moving. Now you can't see the back at all, but you can do it from the front. So, you know, just kind of what you want to do. So we'll pick a style. Let's see, I want short hair. Decent short hair. And you get things kind of like this is like totally Star Wars to me, right? These two, oh wait, right, these two are completely Star Wars to me. Then you get like tall hair, and you have the short hair. What do we want? There's a ton of different amounts of hair. I think we'll go back. I think I want to go back to one beginning that I saw. This one, sure, this one. Lots of colors as well. I mean, you basically can get almost the whole rainbow on this. Now, there's not like a full color picker, right? You can't just like eyedrop it, but there's a lot that you can do, which is pretty nice. So for crazy, we're gonna do this. Okay, facial hair. Now, again, I don't do the facial hair, but there's lots. There's mustaches, goatees, full beards, all those types of things, which I think is kind of cool. We'll make him, you know, kind of look all scruffy, I suppose. Gonna be kind of a cool how-to character. I'm pretty happy with this. And then eyebrows, the same thing. If you want them to match, if you don't want them to match, you know, by all means, don't have to. I usually have all my character matching. I don't know if I want that for. We may not do anything. But at the same time, as I go and do that, and like him not have anything, just looks a little weird in my opinion. Guess we can do that one. Sure, we can do that one. He's, you know, kind of fresh in the survival world, but you know, he's getting there. The eyebrows, again, lots of colors that you can do, and there are a decent amount. Now, there's not like a ton of eyebrows that you can pick from, but again, there's some decent ones. We'll give him some looking eyebrows. And then eye color, same thing, lots of different eye colors that you guys can all pick from. Do the green. And then your voices. So it does come with 2 voices. I apologize if that's a little quiet. And then there's the female voice. Oh no, there's actually a few more than that. Huh. Alright, well, we're gonna pick that one. And then your underwear is just, again, more of the color. of whatever you're doing. Now, normally for me, I don't usually go pink, but you know what? For the how to crumble, we're, guess we're not gonna go pink. Let's do something obnoxious. Sure, why not? So you just go ahead and hit create. It'll pop up your character. Now, when you go to hit play, for some of you, if you haven't played DeadPoly before, it should put you in the Delta map. The Delta map is a tutorial map, which we will go there. Whenever you leave that map, one, it will save all your progress. You do not have to save in this game. The game automatically saves your progress, which is super nice. But when you go to leave your game, you do have the option to go and go to a different map, and that's if you're playing by yourself, or you can host a world. I have 2 worlds that I can do. You can find a game as well. A lot of these places, if you're not in Discord, some of these places, like these official ones, you may need to go to Discord for, because you have to use your Steam ID to get like pre-approved to go into here. Okay, right, so there's those. But we're just gonna do solo. We are gonna do new. Again, sometimes this may not show up, so if this doesn't show up and it only says Delta, it's okay, no big deal. Again, when you leave, you can create a new world and you go to Garden City. Another nice thing about DeadPoly and what the developer has done is I can take this character that I have, my How to Crumbl, we can take How to over here and we can travel back and forth between the worlds and not lose anything on us or our progress or anything like that. So it's really, really simple. So we're just gonna make this the How to and just hit create. We'll take a moment to load up. It usually doesn't take very long. And yeah, so this is just, you know, you getting in this. I will put something else in here. It's just kind of how to find weapons, how to kind of find things. And you know, there's lots of stuff. Now moving, obviously it's your WASD. If you want like a manual camera like what I'm doing, it is your arrow keys, which I think is kind of cool. Your shift is your sprint, and your control is your crouch. Now this zombie here, since I don't have any weapons, if I just use my left mouse trigger, we can just kind of, you know, punch him and just go from there. Search, it does show you prompt is F. Now I believe you can change these when you go into your controls. You can change your, let's see here, so the gun lean is E, but I'm sure if you just change it to something else that might be easier for you, by all means. I, however, always use F because that's what I'm used to. So yeah, so we'll get a weapon and we'll just get a couple items real fast. We got another zombie here, and I'll show you guys also how to heal, because these zombies are just, they're mean. That zombie took forever to kind of go down. So again, a couple items. There are some pistol grips and things, triggers, and there are full gun build outs that you can do, which I can kind of show you guys. I'm not too familiar with a lot of it, but to really find items quickly, Delta map is really good in my opinion, because Delta map has one, it's really small compared to Garden City, but it only has like this location, and then there are some locations over here. Otherwise, all of this is free buildable. There's some deer you can go hunt down. There's all sorts of stuff. But it looks like we do have a duffel bag. I'll talk about bag inventory later on. I'm just making a quick note. I will talk about that later on because I know sometimes that can be a little confusing. We do have a jacket. Now, currently, there is armor only on our chest plate here, and what will eventually be a helmet whenever we find one. But you can still get your character dressed too. And then we'll go into this box. I do hear a zombie walking by. I don't really want anything there. There are also things that you guys can do, which are vendors. Like this is Tallahassee. Tallahassee sells a whole bunch of guns. But you can also, for instance, like my duffel bag, it has a price on here. That's how much he'll pay you. And you can either do like a shift, a control click with it, or you can drag over and it will sell that item. But I will also get into that later. Then get him some pants. Let's grab some gloves, you know, just kind of get him suited up. And hey, look, a little collectible. One of our first collectibles. There are lots of collectibles in here. I'm really just kind of getting this guy all together. So this military helmet, for instance, this has an armor of 9. So that armor will apply against you, and then you can see it on your helmet and everything. We got a nice little couch. You know, we're gonna make some stuff. Ooh, yeah, we'll switch to that. And a big old bed. However, I don't have room for this bed currently. So let's see if I want this bed, right? You can't, oh, it does not let you. There we go, there we go. So for some reason, when you drag it to this way, it doesn't let you. But if you drag it out and down when you're in an inventory, it will let you. So like I said, let's say if you wanted that bed, batteries will get into nothing, but if you want this couch, just drag down and it'll pop out right there. I, however, do not want the couch. So let's say if you don't want something, right? Let's say, hey, I have all these on me, I don't want it. I can put it right in here. It will despawn later. Kind of the same thing with zombies as well. Let's say you have a whole bunch of items in your inventory that you don't want. After you take out a zombie, they also have an inventory, and you can just say, hey, don't want this, drag it right over, and it'll eventually just despawn. We'll get into more of that as well because there are other things. Now, this unicorn helmet also has an armor of 6, which I didn't realize that the unicorn helmets came with armor. I think that's new. Pizza. We will definitely grab pizza. We'll talk about food in another one. Now, the mask, right? So we're getting our character ready. If you want to look at your character fully, hit P. Okay, P. It'll allow you to look at your character. You can see how he's looking. You can also move around in this instance, but you're like, hey, I don't see my bar, nothing's coming up. Just hit P again. Everything will come back up. But when you come in here, like for instance, I wanted this filter mask, the filter mask will go in here. Now you can stack however many of these you want. I mean, you only get 7 items, but those 7 items will eventually show up on your face. So if I hit P again, you can see I got the item right there, and you know, he's looking pretty fit. Like he's ready to go. And we do have a gun. Guns sell for a lot, actually, especially the newer ones, they can sell for a lot. So again, I can shift click, or I think it's control click makes meaning he took it and I get money. Now each time you hit control, obviously you'll crouch, but control click is like a quick movement option. Or again, I could drag it. So, you know, kind of, you don't have to earn money, but there are vendors even in Garden City that if you do earn some money, you can buy med packs and everything else. And I will show you guys how to heal up. Pretty simple. I just kind of, you know, I need to look for a weapon first. So I'm trying to find a weapon. Yes, we found a gun, but we would need ammo and such for the gun. And I don't recommend that right in the beginning. You know, there are more guns here, but these 2 magazines don't go for this gun. So, you know, it's, yes, you can have it, but I'm not saying don't have it. I'm just more so like, hey, just grab a melee gun first, or a melee weapon, sorry, a melee weapon first. And, oh, little rhino, let's go. Okay, so nothing really in here. I'm trying to avoid the zombies just a little bit. We got nothing there, nothing here. So this here, okay, so you know how I was saying that this is a mask, right? Let's say if you pick this up, this will go on because this doesn't act as a helmet. It just acts as a little small accessory item. So now you can see on us, we have our halo, because How to Crumbl is a very good guy, and you know, he just wants the best for everybody. That's just who he is. Some pants and stuff, and of course there is clothing just kind of laying around. This is not normal, like just a random spawn. On Delta, these items right here are always here in this building. If you want to know which building this is, when you look at your map, it is this building that I'm right here in, right by the medical tent. Okay. And again, there is another vendor here. I am trying to avoid these guys as much as possible. What's nice about here, though, is behind this tent, there is a secret stash, which usually has some pretty good items in that you can find. And it looks like you're that. But hey, there's water. Again, we will go over all those in the next one because it's not something we really need to touch on just yet. That will be next video. We'll go ahead and search this wooden box. Nothing. Again, Elizabeth here, another vendor. She sells a couple items too. You can also sell to her. They don't have different prices for different things. It's just kind of whatever. Another bed. And you can sell anything that you guys want as well. Oh, little dump truck. I love the little collectibles. The little collectibles make me really, really happy in DeadPoly. A gun. Again, more guns. Military lockers, though, I'm kind of not surprised for there to be a lot of gun equipment. Check this box out. Pineapple. Okay, backpack. Got a little jacket, which I don't know how this would look. This This backpack, okay, we could easily put on here and it will pop up like this. However, I like to use the school bags as it over here so we can put extra items in, such as this. How does this look on us? Wait. This looks pretty good. Yeah, all right. So zombies move in. I'm just gonna kind of check along here. So melee weapons, there's lots of different types. Lots and lots of different types. We'll come check over here. I don't want to check those just yet because they're pretty zombified. Ooh, we got lucky on that. There's not enough space. Okay, so I just need to make a little bit of room. We'll go ahead and throw this in there. We'll throw this in there. We'll throw that in there and pick that up. That mailbox. Oh, I do see a dead end sign, which does also count. This right here does count as a melee weapon, so we put it on us. It will tell you how much damage it does, 6 to 9. So that's not a lot. However, that's better than nothing. So again, you can really go into wherever, look around, open anything, find stuff. These backpacks, again, you know, if I want to put this in there, if I want to keep that, I can put this on there, or again, put it on us. You can stack bag and bags, but there are certain size limits, so we will reach that in another video. Another battery. Batteries are really OP to start getting. If you see a battery, always pick it up, in my opinion. Always. Same thing with food and water. I think I searched the... Oh, I did not search these. We just kind of skipped. Okay, we skipped one. So we can go over here if we would like. Again, more zombies. Ooh, another med pack. This one has 3. So your med packs and things can go up to 7. And if you guys for some reason cannot... The character sounds so weird. If you guys for some reason cannot find med packs like I have, we'll get into that right now. So let's say you haven't found a med pack, right? Let's say you haven't found any type of whatever first aid at all. If you find ferns that are like this, okay, you walk up to it, hit F. You're gonna collect fiber. See, so I've collected 2, 3, I don't know how many so far. Even one piece of fiber, but there's fiber there. Okay, he gave up. I'm just gonna clean up my inventory real fast, just don't mind me. Okay, so you got your fiber, right? You come over here to access your inventory, because I realized that maybe I didn't touch on that, but to access your inventory, hit tab. I believe, yeah, it's just tab. I makes noise, don't do that. Unless you're ready to lure a zombie closer to you. Hit tab. You're gonna see this craft menu up here. This craft menu, come over here, your first one, bandage, it only requires 1 fiber. So you can go ahead and do that. It'll take a couple seconds. Now, let's say if I wanna craft this, but I'm moving, it will fail. For some reason, for some things when you're doing it will fail. However, let's say, hey, I wanna heal. My arm right here has a 36 out of 55. This one has a 48 out of 55. It'll tell you this will heal it for 20. These, however, will heal it for 200. So if your whole body is dead, these are really good to have. But your basic bandage here will heal for 20. You can use and you can move around. You can also exit your inventory. You can move around. You can heal. You can do all that. Good. So I don't know why crafting it means you have to stop moving, but healing, you can move around, so we're pretty okay. I'm feeling pretty okay for this. Food and water, I said that we'd probably get into another video, so we will do that. But yeah, so that's a quick, easy way to get your bandages. Your wood splints are gonna help. Like, for instance, if you break your legs, sometimes that can happen, especially if you're jumping from really tall heights. So you can break your legs, so what you would need to do is craft a bandage. Grab a piece of wood, which there are items that will help you get wood, but you can also just go up to it. Now it's much slower. See, on this you can also collect fiber, which is pretty nice too. But you can get wood, so you just need to craft your bandage, and then once you have your bandage and a piece of wood, you craft your splint here. Yeah, see, some of these will say wood cutting to mining, potentially mining, and then wood cutting, mining, you know, pretty small numbers. But yeah, so there's your split, and then you would just have to apply it to whatever, and it would get rid of, hey, you need to fix your arm or whatever it may be. But yeah, so some basic inventory collection type stuff just to kind of get you guys started. There will be more in-depth videos But in the meantime, you know, just find some things. If you find a good backpack, definitely pick it up, especially if it has a lot of space. Floor waffle. Floor waffles are indeed a favorite. Floor waffles are great. Yeah, you know, just my big thing is have fun with the game. If you guys have any other questions at all, please by all means definitely ask. Oh, and if you want to get rid of your craft or your craftable inventory here because it's getting in the way of you looking at stuff, just hit the craft again and it will leave. You know, another backpack. I mean, why not? We can put it on. We'll have a cute little backpack. Yeah, but like I said, if you guys have any other questions at all, by all means, please reach out. I'm always available. I just may not see them right away because, well, I'm just terrible at looking at things. Again, another mask. Hey, this one does a 7 to 12. This one does a 6 time, but we'll keep that one. Keep that one. We'll switch it for a hockey stick because why not, right? I mean, who doesn't want to beat people up and only have to go into a penalty box? Crate's pretty good. Crate has a lot of inventory too. And another collectible. We always have to go for the collectibles. If you guys have any questions, by all means reach out. I know I said that 100 times already. But this is just kind of your how to make a character, choosing your map. We're going to be on Delta map for a little bit because I'm using this as kind of like our tutorial type map. And then, you know, just kind of how to get your bandage, how to heal up your character, stuff like that. Yeah, if you guys like these videos, please make sure to subscribe. It's free for you, it helps me out tremendously, and also ensures that you don't miss future content. There will be other how-to videos. I do have like a whole list of items that I kind of want to get through to really help out people who are just coming to DeadPoly. So yeah, make sure guys to hydrate, have fun, and I will see you guys later.